I mean, are there any particular, is there any particular thing, I mean, not a particular thing, but I would like to ask you that what kind of, okay, so what kind of people develop a nasal polyps? Is there any criteria for those people?
Yeah, most of the times these polyps will come into allergy patients, especially we see many patients, especially those who work with unhygienic conditions, those who work with the dust areas.
Okay.
And it may be in the house, it may be in the land, agriculture land. Previously, in olden days, most of the times we see the farmers. Basically, they will work in the there are a lot of dust particles along with the fungus that will deposit, and they will get the nasal polyps, especially in Haryana and Punjab. This is common. But nowadays, we are seeing in many patients in normal metro cities also, because they are working with dust atmosphere. Their houses may be dust. Many houses they will not get clean regularly. That house with that means dusting indirectly, de-dusting or whatever you call it as. Many areas. This most of the time they keep the books and unused class for months together. There, these dust particles will deposit. Especially these are very dangerous dust particles because they will have the fungal elements in it. So those who are cleaning old books and home corners in the, you can say corners in the corners, there is a dust is there. Roof of the rooms, these will have the danger fungal particles. So most of the times these people, allergy people, those who work with the unhygienic conditions, house dust or agriculture dust, these people will develop the nasal polyps.
So doctor, but a lot of people don't know actually about nasal polyps. So they think that when they get the running nose or when they get the cold, so they don't know they are it's not only connected to the allergy, but it is also connected to the nasal polyps. So when I ask you, how can we let people know, and how can we educate them about nasal polyps, and what can they do to prevent it from happening?
Yeah, always if you have allergy, periodically you get a nasal endoscopic examination. Those who have serious allergy problem, nasal obstruction, nasal discharge, sneezing, periodically once in a.
Sorry for interrupting you. So regardless of the age that you are in, so I mean of whatever age that you are, you should go for the for this test.
Yeah, irrespective of age, if you have continuous sneezing problem, nasal discharge, nasal obstruction, once in a year or once in 2 years, get a nasal endoscopic examination. There you can find easily if there are any polyps, you can easily diagnose and you can treat it. But to prevent that nasal polyps, especially those who have the allergy, that means sneezing, nasal discharge, nasal block, daily you do with the Nethi wash, that Jalanethi, that cleaning of the nose with warm saline water. If you do that Jalanethi or Nethi wash, that you can learn easily from any people, those who practice the yoga. So you can easily do that Jalanethi. With that, most of the times you can prevent the occurrence of this nasal polyps.
Okay.
So all allergy patients, those who have the nasal problem, especially, even they have allergy or not allergy, if they do pranayama, breathing exercise and Jalanethi, most of the times this nasal polyps will not form.
So now I would also like to ask you about sinus. So what exactly is sinus, and how does a person get sinus? I mean, what are the causes of it?
Usually sinus problem, that is inflammation or infection of the sinus. Infection is maybe due to bacterial infection, viral infection or fungal infection. But inflammation is due to allergy. So those who have the problems of the allergy, they are more prone to the sinusitis. There are many sinuses, maxillary sinus, sigmoid sinus, frontal sinus, sphenoid sinus. Any sinus can attack, but most of the times more than one sinus will get infected or inflamed. So we will call it as a pansinusitis or sinusitis patient. Usually this mostly sinusitis patients will have either anatomical abnormalities in the nose, either deviated nasal septum or inferior turbinate hypertrophy or nasal polyps or adenoid hypertrophy. The other is the allergy. Usually these anatomical problems and allergy will contribute to the sinusitis problem.
So is there something that also triggers the sinus?
Yeah, most of the times allergy and a common cold, these two are the triggers to the sinus problem. Those who get recurrent viral infection, cold, better to get a flu shot injections once in a year. Usually in Western countries, they will get every year flu shot injection. In India also now in all metros, those who are staying mostly in metro and those who travel very frequently, we advise them get the flu shot injections once in a year. That is preventing the recurrence of the sinusitis problem. One is that. Second one is avoid allergy exposure. If anybody is having allergy problem, we are doing a allergic skin prick test and we are finding what is the reason for allergy and we are giving immunotherapy treatment. So by avoiding viral infections and by treating that allergy with immunotherapy, we can prevent the sinus.